Rachel and Kathy, congratulations on My Best Friend's Exorcism. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome.
Great.
I very much enjoyed this movie. I saw it recently. I gotta ask you, on broad strokes in general, do you both, have you always been a fan of horror movies in general? Do you purposely seek out or actively seek out a horror movie to watch for leisure on a Saturday night, for example?
I am rather well, okay. So our type of horror film with like some demonic possession. No. I cannot do that. That scares the bejesus of me. I prefer a psychological thriller if I'm gonna go down that deep dark hole. But I watched our movie, so proud of myself for that.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Pat yourself on the back. What about you, Rachel?
Same with Kathy. I'm not necessarily drawn to horror. I feel like I haven't necessarily been introduced maybe to the right horrors. Like I feel like maybe if I had a friend who was like going to show me like these are the classics, this is what's good. But I personally don't seek out horror. I'm more of like a romance person. So that's kind of like where I gravitate towards. So, but filming this, I feel like our movie sort of blends multiple genres. Of course, at its core, it's horror, but it definitely felt like we were in a comedy at times. For me, with my relationship with Wallace, I felt like I was in a really, chick flick. I got like there was a bunch of things going on, but yeah, I'm definitely not your horror connoisseur.
Yeah, your characters, both of your characters, Glee and Margaret, are fascinating, aren't they? Especially with Margaret being so comfortable with PDA. Let me ask you, do you ladies share some things in common with your characters, respective characters? I mean, in your process of embodying Margaret or Glee, was it challenging or was it easy because you find something that clicks with the character? Let me start with you, Rachel.
Honestly, I'm definitely a lot more introverted than Margaret, but I feel like her confidence was pretty like easy to navigate because it's based from insecurity. And so once I sort of did the character work of like, oh, she's tearing down Abby all the time because, Margaret doesn't actually love herself. It was kind of like putting those building blocks together of what makes her her. But as far as relating to Margaret, I think that, I consider myself to be a pretty confident person. I hope it doesn't root out of insecurity. It roots out of like hard work and, passions and the things I love. So I definitely think that we relate in sort of overall confidence, but maybe it doesn't root from the same things.
I think that Glee's journey is very, very special. I think I know this girl when she starts out in the movie. She's young, she's conservative. I grew up in a Filipino household, and like, so I actually also I know that Catholic upbringing. And I felt my mom when I was trying to portray Glee. I think she was there, and I felt like her story and learning to accept herself for like every part of who she is really beautiful and important, and I connected with that really, really strongly. I think I hope that more people from our LGBTQ community can see her and be inspired and just seen, like even just seen. I think that's a huge first step. And so for me, her arc is really hard, actually. Maybe as a bi person, like it's kind of hard sometimes. It's heartbreaking, but I think special and important, and so I was immediately drawn and connected to her.
By the way, I'm Indonesian, so we're neighbors, basically,
I
geographically.
know, I was looking at her.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, it's
before I let you go, I gotta ask. Halloween is once again upon us. It's right around the corner. So for both of you, what is your Halloween costume this year? Go ahead, Rachel.
Unfortunately, I don't have an answer. I grew up not celebrating Halloween. I think because I grew up in Nigeria. So the first Halloween I celebrated, it was when I moved here and I was 13. And so I've kind of never been able to get into the like spirit of dressing up. So I unfortunately another year goes by and I don't have a costume.
Aw.
So here we are.
That's totally fine. It's all fair.
I was just realizing that we should all actually dress up as like the Lemon Brothers. We should actually do, I feel like that would be great. The four of us doing the Lemon Brothers would read really well. So
I think it would. I cannot wait to wear the tracksuit. It's gonna be a moment.
All right, and that's a good one. That's comfy and fun to.
Very creative, very good pick, definitely. So
Okay.
for my fans at home, everybody go check out My Best Friend's Exorcism, premiering on Prime Video September 30. Rachel and Kathy, thank you for talking to me and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you. Thank you.